You want to know what headlights to run on your GT86 or BRZ? Well, today we're going to figure that out. This car has been around for over a decade now, and aftermarket taillights have come and they've gone. And hell, there are even companies still coming out with new designs for this car to this day. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of companies that are going to pretty much shift their entire focus over to the new chassis, the GR86. But you know what? GT86 is still cool and people are still buying stuff for it. And that's probably why you're here. So as you guys can see, we got our standard tier list right here, and this is how we're going to be ranking them today. We're going to just go ahead and start out with the OEMs. We got the all chrome hot FRS headlights, the aggressive BRZ headlights, and the super classy, just crispy GT86 headlights. I love those, man. You can't go wrong with any of these. In fact, for me personally, these are probably the only headlights I would ever consider running on this car, whether it be the FRS, the BRZ, or the GT86 headlights. Probably the GT86 headlights being my favorite out of the three. I think the only complaint I've got from these three is from the original FRS all chrome headlights. I love the look of those, but I think most of them came with like non-HID or they're really dim, like that yellow old school headlight bulb, and man, that's just you gotta switch that out. Hey, if you like that, you like that, but nah, not for me. And of course, all of these headlights are going all the way up to hot. As far as the aftermarket, we got stuff like the OG Valentis, which are the ones that are next up on our list. The design was ahead of its time. Here's a couple of builds with these headlights on them. Absolutely love them, but unfortunately they are discontinued, which means that they're just going to continuously be flipped and resold for increasing amounts of money until the end of time. Probably eventually going to get to the point where they're not even worth the money anymore. But until then, if you can find them, these are really cool. These are a great option, and honestly, I'm just going to throw them right up next to the OEMs in hot. Next up, we got something really interesting from a company called StanceWorks, as well as the company Origin Labo. This is called a combat eye, and it's basically got a little vent in the headlight for air to flow through, whether that's going to be pointed at an oil cooler back there, maybe your intake, or just for looks. And there's also a little light bulb in there to, function as a headlight. A lot of people will just run one of them. Maybe you'll want to run two of them. Doesn't matter. A big thing about these is they're cheaper than buying a set of headlights. Like if you break your headlights during drifting or something, you can throw something called a combat eye because it's like a scar or whatever. I don't know, bro. Honestly, I think these kind of deserve their own category. They don't really go on this list. I just wanted to include them on here because I thought they were interesting. So we're just going to make a category for combat eyes off to the side right here. They're cool. I like them. Since we're talking about combat eyes, I definitely wanted to go ahead and highlight this build right here because this guy actually made his own combat eye before these ones from StanceWorks and Origin ever came out, and I thought it was really clean. It looks like he actually used an actual headlight and then was able to preserve part of the headlight. I don't think I've ever highlighted this build on this channel, but it definitely deserves to be in another video in the future where I just break down the entire thing. It's such a cool build. So as far as the other aftermarket headlights available for this car, they're all ass, so we're just going to throw them in L. I've been filming in this room for like the past year now. I haven't really gone outside on this channel, and I've been thinking to myself, I live in Japan, there's so much good food here, so let's head down to downtown Tokyo, Shibuya, and let's go to Panda Express.
You told me I wouldn't be able to afford love, but it's free. Told me I wouldn't be able to afford love, but it's free. Hats off, took the cap off, but left it just all up to me. I told you I'm coming home, you been crying to me all week. Rocks are calling my sleep.
You're really gonna go to Panda Express right now?
Wondering where I be. You hate me for no reason, I've been talking about you on beats. 100 yards just in one place, Bill.
Alright, I had to go with the classic orange chicken. Let's see if it tastes the same as in America. Same thing, just feels like home.
My cliques, she told me she mine. Pretty girl to feel least.
Alright, we got the crunch wrap supreme from Taco Bell. To be honest, I've never even eaten this in America. Now, we eat real Mexican food in my family. I don't know. I mean, it's like taco meat type of thing. It probably tastes the exact same as like American Taco Bell. It's good. It's cheesy, crispy, crunchy. This is what I'm looking forward to.
Least Neptune when you smile, happy come with a fee. I was losing my mind, you ain't every thought, but it's no dream. Neptune, what you mean to me? She'll do everything I tell her to, but stay out scenery. Pretty girl, to probably cast a spell, I let her sing to me. Pretty girl said it's the attitude on top of lean for me. Bother me, I'm in that super tracky phone on D&D. Miss her so, but I'm out of reach. Walk out gone, so it's mint and peach. Waiting for a bag, so I'm in my phone. Still feel crazy at being me.
Well, these are fire. These are like little pies filled with chocolate. I got the Halloween version. Let's go.
Hey, you told me I wouldn't be able to afford love, but it's free. You told me I won't be able to afford love, but it's free.